what's up YouTube? So this is a video that I get requested to do every once in a while, and I keep saying that I'm gonna get to it and then I don't, but so I decided to finally go ahead and make this video here. So this is basically the video of me showing off my game collection, which, such as it is, I mean, I don't have everything out available, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go over what I do have, basically what's here in this room here. So let's get started. Alright, now I know my game collection here isn't as extensive as other people's. You know, people who got like 8 shelves behind them with like 45 years of gaming history in the background or whatever. So, you know, this is basically what I have, you know, going through. I mean, as you can tell, as time went on, I gathered more games for more systems because, well, let's face it, back in the GameCube and PS2 eras, I was like dead broke and couldn't really afford a lot of games. I'd only get games around my birthday or Christmas, and then eventually I got a job, and you know, as you can see, that this is all games I got for, you know, fucking work for working for them. So first of all, there's a Rocky collection, which is pretty outdated. I gotta get the Blu-ray updated one. I mean, I had this is cool back in the day. It's not game related, but it's there on that shelf. So as you can see, that's a mix of GameCube and PS2 right there. And you can see the library I have here is not that big, although I have a few extra GameCube games up here that I got. Bloody Roar and Primal Fruit, which I owned back in the day and sold or traded for some reason, for reasons I don't remember, but I rebought the game because this game still looks pretty awesome to this day. I mean, this game, it holds up. Like, it might not have been the best fighting game out there, but it was still pretty interesting, and I still enjoy it. And Baten Kaitos, which is a pretty good game. I gotta get more back into that. It was kind of interesting. And then Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which, you know, I started but haven't finished yet. That's actually gonna be the story behind a lot of the games here. So, and we'll get back to the top of the shelf in a minute. But first, let's travel over here to yeah. So I got some SNES games over here. I know they're hard to see. I don't want to take them off the shelf because, like, down here, you can't really see it. I've only got one peg holding this up, and if I move any of this stuff, it's gonna fall in. And I'm not trying to deal with that, so this is all packed in kind of tight to make sure. Let's see if I can get like a glimpse of what's there on the top. So we got, starting from the beginning, we got Super Mario All-Stars, Final Fight, Link to the Past, Donkey Kong Country, Earthworm Jim 2, Diddy Kong, Turtles in Time, Super Mario World, obviously, you know, like I said, okay, not that big a selection. And then right here I got a small stack of NES games, which I have more that are in the garage, but so I got Turtles 3, Sky Shark, I don't fucking know, I hadn't know that game, Trojan. This game was actually, I beat this game when I was a kid. For some reason I can't beat it now, I really suck at it, so I'm trying to remember how the hell I beat this game when I was a kid. Dragon Warrior, which turns out does this right here. Interesting story about Dragon Warrior. It is actually the first RPG I have ever played. So I think this is like the first RPG a lot of people played. But then I have the original Turtles game, which I could never beat without using the Game Genie. I know I'm pathetic. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was a pretty good game. I'm nice. Got Bad Dudes. So yeah, and then like Turtles 2 arcade game, which is also another. So yeah, I basically have most of the Ninja Turtles games for NES. So okay, let's put that back there. I'm not gonna go through every game like this because this will be like a 3-hour long video, and I don't think anyone wants to sit down and watch me ramble through it. I do have more NES games somewhere, like possibly in the garage. Like, obviously, the original Super Mario Brothers and all that stuff like that. There's my Game of Thrones Season 4, which isn't game-related, but yeah, it's there in the video, so I'm going to talk about it. There's my workstation right there. It's a little more cleaned up than usual. You know, I need to wipe down the table. It's pretty, got dust and coffee stains all over it and shit like that, but that's basically my setup right now. So then we go, I have, oh, here's Wayne's World Collection and Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the 3DS. I think I really just bought this game because I really like the packaging it came in. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I barely play this game, but the packaging was so awesome, I just bought it. I know. Like, how many people do you know buy the game just for the fucking packaging? Well, now you know at least one. Put that back in there, hold on. And then we have some 3DS games here. Yeah, I don't have a big 3DS collection. I do have a few more up there. We'll get back to that in a minute. But here's what I have. Sonic Generations. It was actually the first game I bought when I bought my 3DS. Here's a Ruin, Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. There's an awesome game. Kid Icarus Uprising, which is an awesome game. Except it gave me hand cramps trying to play that thing, even though I played it with a little stand, which I lost, by the way. So if I were to try to play this game, it's like... And then Mega Man ZX, which actually isn't even mine. And then we have here PS1 games and a mixture of CDs. So as you can see, again, I don't have a lot of PS1 games, but I do have Chrono Cross, Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. I'm going to make a video about this sometime in the future. Final Fantasy VIII, which I like despite the internet's reaction to it. And Final Fantasy IX, which I think is my favorite Final Fantasy game. And I think this game should have been remade over Final Fantasy VII. That's right, fuck Final Fantasy VII, I said it. Metal Gear Solid and Lunar to Eternal Blue Complete. I do have other PS2 games somewhere. Not like the discs or whatever. I think I have like... I have one of Street Fighter EX games. I don't know if it's one or two. And here's some Dreamcast games. Let me see it. Record of Lodos War, which I have never played, but I want to. Blue Stinger, Sonic Adventure, which I think this disc is so fucked up it's not even gonna play. Not even gonna play on my Dreamcast anymore. Fatal Fury, Mark of the Wolves. I wonder how many people actually. Honestly, a lot of people have this game. Actually, it's a pretty decent game. I sucked at it, but it wasn't that bad. Honestly, Soul Calibur. Why would you have a Dreamcast and not have the original Soul Calibur? I mean, seriously, this game is like the best looking Dream, probably one of the best looking Dream games on there. Oh wow, that is really cracked on the screen there. That is fucked up. And the original Capcom vs. SNK, Street Fighter 3 TB, which stood for Team Battle, which just was probably like the weakest entry in the series, if you ask me. And then Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which I have. And oh, there it is. Oh, ECW Hardcore Revolution. I think I bought this for like $3 because, well, $3. I also have Street Fighter Alpha 3. It's somewhere. I don't have it. I think it's in those CD things over there, but I don't have the actual like case, or maybe I do and I lost it. I don't know. Here's the PS3 collection. This is where you can tell I finally had a job and I could buy like my own games, because I have like a shitload of PS3 games. I mean, like I said, not a lot compared to other people, but you know, I don't buy every game for the sake of owning the game like a lot of these console owners do. Is like they have a whole shelf full of games, and they probably either didn't finish or play a lot of them because they just bought them because, hey, I want to buy a PS3 game just because it's on PS3 or whatever. So, you know, some of these I bought because, mostly because I buy the games I want to play. I'm not going to force myself to play a game, or to buy a game that I don't want to play. Other people do that. And for some reason, I have a PS4 game. For those of you who don't remember, for a brief period in time, I owned a PS4, and this is the game I bought with it. I sold the PS4, but I'm pretty sure I'm stuck with this game. So, I don't know. So there we go. You can see, like I said, Wii collection right here, which is pretty, I think, pretty decent. Pretty good games that stand out. What I talk about in other videos, like Batman Brave and the Bold, pretty good. Kirby Return to Dreamland. Muramosa the Demon Blade, awesome games in the Punishment. Punch Out, oh my god, I spent so much time on Punch Out. Turtles, Smash was like Smash Up, which is pretty much Smash Brothers ripoff with Ninja Turtles. I thought it was pretty decent. Toast Nook vs. Capcom, Pandora's Tower, which I was kind of disappointed in, to be honest with you. Sorry, guys. Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Donkey Kong Country, Smash Brothers, Sonic and the Secret Rings, blah, blah, blah. I think like the first game, what is the first game? Oh yeah, and Legend of Zelda. Oh, no, that's Skyward Sword, but it's not the one I was trying to point out. But yes, I have Skyward Sword. There we go. I was looking for Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which is actually the first game I bought when I got my Wii. I was kind of thinking of doing a Let's Play for this game. What do you think? You're not going to watch it. What the fuck do you care? Why didn't even ask any of you? You're not going to watch it. And then down here I have Wind Waker. Pay attention to the fact that I have Wind Waker right there. Wind Waker, and then, oh look, I have Twilight Princess again for the GameCube. That's right, I bought this shit twice. Actually, honestly, when I bought this game back in the day, I bought it for my brother, but decided to, it just ended up in my library because I don't think he ever actually beat the game. Or he did. I think he did, I don't know. But yes, I have both copies. I have for both the GameCube and the Wii. Which, if you're wondering why I would do that, because sometimes it depends on what kind of control scheme you want to do when you're playing the games. So. And let's see. All right, then we go move on to the Wii U collection, which is small. Got Injustice, Ninja Gaiden, Nintendo Land, which I played for about 10 minutes as a whole and thought, fuck this game. Wonderful 101, which is an excellent game, and if you have a Wii U and did not buy or play Wonderful 101, you suck. You're a terrible person, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. New Super Mario Bros. U, which was the first game I bought with it. For Scribblenauts on Mass, pretty decent game, but I gotta get back into it. Tekken Wii U, and Legend of Zelda, like I said. And here we are back to Wind Waker HD. So yes, I do own both the Zelda Wind Waker for the GameCube and the Wii U. Now I know a lot of people want to talk shit about that, but here's the thing. I don't care. So, alright, so yeah, there's that. And then I have the original Witcher on the PC. I remember when The Witcher 2 first came out, and I thought, hey, that game looks interesting, but I want to play the first game and see if I actually like this series. The series wasn't that great. Like, I don't understand. I mean, Witcher's not a bad game, but I just couldn't get into it. So there's really no point in playing the sequel since I didn't even bother to finish the first one. And then I have Two Worlds for some reason. I think, like, somebody gave my cousin a box full of PC games, and I ended up with this one, and I said, oh, I'll take that one. Never played it. And I also have Two Worlds 2 on my PS3 for some reason. I downloaded. Obviously, I have The Last Story. Look at that. Which, I also have Xenoblade Chronicles in there somewhere. I just didn't talk about it, but yeah, there it is. And then I have The Last Story in this, like, nifty, handy, dandy little box. Comes with the art book, comes with the game. I didn't get the soundtrack. Because I know if you pre-order the game from GameStop, you're supposed to get the book, like this whole fancy thing, and a soundtrack. They didn't get my soundtrack, and I didn't think of that until I got home. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll go back. And then I have Killer is Dead, another like big fucking box. Look at this thing. This is huge. This is how you do. I mean, I bought this off of Amazon. Actually, I couldn't find it in stores. When I bought it, he gave me this, and it was like $60 too. So look at all the shit you get. This, you get the game. Here's the game. It's in this sleeve thing here. It's hard to do one hand. And then you get this really cool. You get this really cool art book here. All this for like 50 or $60, not bad. So you get this really cool art book. Hold on. Look at my crotch. You know, this cool art book with like all the characters. There's like the main bad guy of the game, I think. I don't know. I gotta finish this game. Really. I know. I suck. And then you get the music of Killer is Dead. So yeah, this was actually a pretty good, and the game isn't terrible. I mean, I liked it. But yeah, you get like, you know, all this cool stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool when you bought this. I liked all the stuff that came with it. So that's pretty cool. I kind of like a lot of the Suda51 games. He's got a new one coming out that looks like boring as hell though, so I'm probably not going to pick that one up. But who knows? Maybe they'll show me some more footage eventually in life. That'll win me over. But currently, the current games come out, which I can't remember the name of. I just didn't look all that interesting to me. And hey, look, I got some Sega Saturn games up here. I have other Sega Saturn games, but again, probably in the garage. I got Fighting Vipers and Last Bronx, both games. Well, I actually never owned Fighting Vipers before, but I bought it a couple of years ago. Last Bronx I owned, but at one point, again, traded in for reasons. I regret that. So I went and rebought the game. Last Bronx, a pretty decent weapons fighter on the Sega Saturn. So I always liked that game. I thought it was pretty cool. And then there's more Game of Thrones. Oh, and then there is the Elder Scrolls Anthology. Yes, I bought this. I'm really fucking pissed off about this because when I bought this, I spent $80 on it. This thing dropped in price real quick. I think you can buy this thing for like $30 now or even less. I'm not even sure. I mean, this is like, I got pissed. I'm like, fuck, I should have waited. And yeah, so I don't know. Then we have some N64 games over here. Gee, I wonder which ones those are. Let's see, so one of the games I have right here is Extreme G, which is a pretty awesome racing game. I like this one. What else we got in here? Donkey Kong Racing, which I bought recently. Put these to the side here. And then I got F-Zero X, which, you know, whatever. That looks pretty cool. I haven't got a chance playing these games yet. Probably should, but I'm buying all these, like, I'm saving all these games for my retirement. Jet Force Gemini. And then Hercules. Yeah, I know. My brother bought that one for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Then I obviously have the Zelda. You know what? You know what I don't see in a lot of people's... You know, a lot of people, they have their gaming collection videos and they're bragging about, oh, I have all these games. Where's all your old school games? But a lot of them don't have this. They don't have the gold cartridge Zelda Ocarina of Time, which I do. And this is like the original one that has like the banned music from it. You know, you had to change the music on later versions because it was offending Muslims or something like that. And it had like a symbol that was close to like the Muslim symbol. They got offended. They had to change a lot. So this is the version. This is actually pretty cool. And then obviously I have Majora's Mask, which I don't know how limited edition the gold cartridge was. Obviously Donkey Kong Country 64. Donkey Kong Country 64. Oh. And then probably considered the greatest wrestling game of all time, WWF No Mercy. Obviously there's no Smash Brothers, which I bought used back in the day. Man, that game looks like it's been through some shit. I mean, literally some shit. Yeah, Paper Mario, which isn't really mine. My brother's. I bought him for it for Christmas, oh, so many years ago. Kirby and the Crystal Shards, which is probably, from what I'm hearing, the most disturbing Kirby game ever in existence. What else I got in here? I got Hybrid Heaven, which I always wanted to play. Gauntlet Legends was a pretty good game. Too bad I don't have enough friends to come over and play this game with me. It's not that I don't have friends, it's just that we're not all going to get together and play an N64 game. It's just a sad fact of life. Pissed me off, though. But just throwing this out there, Mr. Matt Zion, if you're watching, we should totally jump on this one day. Just get a few of us together and just get this game going. I think it'd be great. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Just making suggestions, man. Just throwing it out there. War Gods. Oh, this game was fucking terrible. Winback, which is a pretty good game. This came out around the time when Metal Gear Solid was the big thing, and like all these stealth games were popping up out of nowhere. I played some of this game, but I really want to play a bit more. And then Body Harvest, which a lot of people are saying this is a really great game. I couldn't get into it, but maybe I should try it again. I don't know. Maybe just there's something about this that I didn't understand. But, you know, original, like, this was made by some of the original creators of Grand Theft Auto, so this game pretty much spawned a lot of good stuff out there. So you can thank a lot of the modern Grand Theft Auto games for this game right here. And it was on Nintendo. Alright, let's finish this up over here. Here's the short but growing stack of Xbox One games, starting with Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall, which I haven't even played yet, but I bought it for $20 on Black Friday a couple of years ago. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes. I bought that off of Amazon about, I'm going to say a year ago, maybe less, $20, and then they gave it out for free like a few months later. Final Fantasy Type HD 0, I don't know why I bought that. Resident Evil Revelations 2, Killer Instinct, can't read that, Shadow of Mordor, Gears of War Ultimate, which, by the way, Microsoft, where is the rest of my Gears of War games I'm supposed to get for free with buying this? Where is it? Where is it? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, Halo, Master Chief Collection, which I bought used, and I mentioned that a few days ago in the video when I talked about this. And here's two more games for the 3DS. Monster Hunter 4, Smash Brothers. Then here's the rest of the Wii U games: Kirby the Rainbow Curse, Hyrule Warriors, Monster 3, Bayonetta 2. Yeah, that game was pretty cool. Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers, Mario Maker, and then here we have Dragon Age of Inquisition. That game was alright. I was waiting for the Game of the Year edition, which is out now, because I didn't want to buy this game, but I went over the story of how I ended up with this game. Okay, I'll tell it one more time. When my brother bought this game, got pissed off that he couldn't transfer his data from the previous games in here without doing the Dragon Age Keep. Got really pissed off. I felt sorry for him, and I bought the game off of him. Yeah, I know. I'm a good guy. Hate myself too. Starhawk, which I bought used. I only noticed about used, and Deadpool, which was $20. So by the way, this is getting a re-release on the PS4 and the Xbox One. Although I think if they try to sell this game for $60 on those two systems, they can go fuck themselves. Because while this was a good game, it wasn't a $60 game. I thought $20 was a good price for this game, so I was willing to wait on that. And that, as they say, is that. Maybe one day I'll get to the video about all my digital downloads or something like that. I don't know. By the way, I think it's time to retire this poster. I don't know what happened here. I like this poster, but this thing is just like falling apart on me. I'm not even touching it. So I'll probably replace this or take it down soon. So that was the game collection video. This may or may not be in multiple parts, depending on how long this video is. I don't want to make it too long. So that's that. And I will see you guys next time.